Okay, I'm live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and that there's Katie. And I am here today to do a reading for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Or if you just felt like being here for some random reason, maybe the title brought you. Maybe your intuition led you here. It is my intention that there is something here for you, for anyone who happens upon this video, this reading. And my readings are timeless, so it does not matter when you find it, when you see it, when you hear it. It's meant for you. Krista Gale is here. Welcome. So happy to see you. Thank you. Yes. So I'm doing the usual thing. I've chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle in the interest of time, and then I'm going to clarify with some decks. So yes, this is for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, or not. It might just be for you and you have no major Earth placements in your chart. To begin, we have message in a bottle in the protection position. And this is basically saying, like, you are actively avoiding the red flags. That there is some kind of message that the universe has been trying to send you. And you are trying your hardest to completely ignore it because you want what you want, and you're like, what red flags, even though they're slapping you in the face. So it's time to wake up to the things that do not serve you, regardless of of what you think you want, how you think something is going to make you feel. Most likely, if there are red flags, some part in you knows that there's a problem and that you are trying to ignore the issue. And then No Place Like Home came up also in the protection position, which is all about needing to move in a new direction than something that you are used to. Taurus, nice. May 16th. Your birthday's coming right up. That's awesome. Happy birthday. Got to give you a birthday reading. My email is down in the description box. Shoot me an email and I can just send you one. Birthday reading. I owe you one. Okay. So yeah. You are used to, let's say that you are typically attracted to a certain kind of person. And this kind of person is, maybe there's somebody who's just, again, it's the red flags, and they are not showing up for you in the way that you need. And this is saying it is time to change the pattern, to move towards something that is unfamiliar, that, so often what feels right is actually what feels familiar. And we can end up back in the same kinds of situations, the same kinds of cycles. And the point now is to shake things up, move in a different direction than you're used to. It might feel a little strange at first. It might feel a little uncomfortable. And you're like, yeah. Again, if we're talking about a person, like, this kind of person, like, they're not my type. I don't normally go for this. But these cards in particular are speaking upside down in reverse, are speaking to the need to shift, to change your perspective on what's right for you. And then you go the distance. And I think this is really speaking to understanding that when you get in touch with your deepest, most authentic part of yourself, which is where your intuition lives, which is what connects you to your wisdom and the universe at large, your higher power, that you can trust that part of yourself, and it will help you know what direction you're supposed to go in, um, even if it feels weird and unfamiliar. There's a part of you that knows, and I think that, as you practice this kind of pivoting, moving towards something that is unfamiliar, it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to that, to get comfortable with that, to change your type or what you're attracted to. It requires a little bit of being persistent, sticking with it, understanding, like I think that when we are faced with red flags, that sometimes it can be hard to miss at first because we are so used to avoiding them ninja style, and but to stick with it, like, use your body as a barometer. How do you feel when you think about the situation, when you think about this person? Do you have those little thoughts of, well, it would be nice if they dot dot dot. Um, and that's not to say that, like, any relationship requires compromise and a certain amount of allowing and accepting, but like getting clear on what you are and are not willing to put up with, and letting, again, tapping into that part of you that really knows, that knows that if something is right for you or not. So I'm going to clarify with the good tarot. Give it one more shuffle. Page of Earth. Yeah, I feel like this is speaking to the beginning of a new cycle. This new cycle of choosing differently than you've chosen in the past, moving in a different direction than you've moved before, and seeing the tangible results from it fairly quickly. You're going to get the confirmation that you need, right away. And it could be that the confirmation is that suddenly you're not dealing with red flags and you're like, what? Wait, something might be wrong because nothing's wrong. And it's like, no, nothing's wrong. That's the point. Ace of Water, and again, pointing to a new beginning. And this is about unconditional love. Loving yourself unconditionally enough to know when something is right and not right for you, and choosing to head in the direction that is right for you. Because when you do that, this is also about abundance, like good fortune, good things coming in. Listening to yourself, tapping into that authentic part of yourself is leading you where you need, leading you to the good things, where you need to go, which is happiness and joy and abundance and prosperity and success and all the good things. Another page. My goodness. Yes, there's definitely a new beginning here. Definitely going in a new direction. And this is all about being spontaneous, having fun, being playful, stepping into that childlike joy and way of being, of just like, splashing in the water, sticking a fish on your head if you feel like it, like just whatever, like enjoying the journey. You have a little ways to go. trying to understand what all the cards mean. I hear you. I'm still learning myself. um yeah. Yeah, it's there's this newness to everything. This again, moving in this new direction. Excitement about this new direction. And seeing very quickly that it is the right direction to be going in. Okay, so I'm going to clarify now with the Osho Zen Tarot. The Miser. I feel like making your own deck with just playing cards. Yeah. Yeah, one of my favorite readers on YouTube, Minnow Pond, he started out by reading regular cards. He talks about it all the time. I haven't seen those readings, but it's definitely a good way to go. So the Miser, I'm feeling like, is speaking to the messages that you might be ignoring, that you want something so bad that you are holding on to it with a death grip. But what's happening is that holding on to it, it's leaking out. You can't hang on. It's not meant for you, you can't hold on. It's like trying to hold water. It's if it's not meant for you, it's going to go away regardless of how tightly you hold on to something. And holding on is closing you off from your true abundance. See, there's this wall. The Miser is built out of this brick, and it's a closing off. It's a constricting energy. And what you are being called to do is to throw off all of that constriction, to open up, to surrender to what is actually meant for you. That the things that are meant for you don't just slip right through your hands. And remember that the tighter you hold on to something, the more it is going to slip out. It's opening to the energies, allowing the energies to bring in what's good for you. Getting in this playful place where you can laugh and have fun and enjoy the moment, because that's what raises your vibration, and that's what brings in all the good things, all of your good fortune. Yeah. And again, loving yourself enough to realize what you truly deserve. You deserve all the good things. You really, really do. This is a very interesting card. I'm kind of feeling like this is needing to get to that place of complete surrender, like I was saying, letting go, releasing that death grip, getting to a place where you allow. It's the place of the unknown. It's the place of the not knowing what's going to happen, of knowing that the universe is going to bring you what you need when you need it, of trusting the messages, and trusting yourself. When you get to this place of that deep, I don't want to call it a darkness, that deep no-thingness inside of yourself, that is the place where all possibilities exist. And that is what helps inform you of the next steps to take, the direction you want to move towards. Even if it feels unfamiliar, this place, when you can access it, really, it doesn't lie. This is where you find your answers. Lots of fives I'm seeing. Past lives. Interesting. Could be speaking to, like, if maybe you've brought some kind of karma with you from past lives. These certain ways of being, these certain people that you continue to attract. And understanding that maybe it's time to close out that karmic cycle. And it could also be that as you move towards something new, that you are going to encounter people who are a part of your soul tribe, who you have known and been connected with in past lives. It might feel unfamiliar, but who are actually right for you. Okay. So cool. So then I'm going to clarify here. I'm going to shuffle real quick. I'm going to pull from the numerology guidance cards. Yes, having perseverance. Knowing you're going to figure it out. Again, it requires some endurance. It requires some, you got some stuff to figure out. But stick with it. Have the perseverance. And the perseverance to learn to release your death grip. We have 2 4s here. That stability actually comes from the surrender. You know, if you're trying to control what's happening, that's coming from a place of not feeling stable and secure. When you can release and trust, that's what brings you your true stability. Because then you understand, you know that you are being held, you are being assisted. The universe has your back. And you learn to have your own back. You know, you learn you're not alone. How many times have I said this word today? Yeah, needing to surrender. I think this very much speaks to this nothingness card, surrendering to that place within you that knows, that has access to all the infinite possibilities available to you. Surrender to this part of you that just wants to play and have fun. You know, surrender the need to have control over everything, to just let things happen as they're supposed to. Let things fall into place as they're supposed to. This card has been coming up a lot in my readings. Health. Focusing on your health in all of its different forms. There's our physical health. There's our mental health. There's our emotional health. There's spiritual health. It's like an ecosystem. You can't just focus on one thing and ignore the rest of the stuff. You gotta focus on it all because all of it helps to boost you, helps to raise your vibration, helps to bring you to that place of bringing in the good fortune. And also, this could speak to this idea of moving in a new direction. Let's say that you're the type of person that you eat a lot of fast food, you drink a lot of soda, you don't really think too much or care too much about what you put in your body. Thing is, this, like, what you put in your body directly affects you and how you think and how you feel. And so it food has a vibration. And so the idea is to start choosing things that affect your vibration in a positive way. So if you are, in fact, eating this certain way, you're going to be attracted to people who also kind of are similar in that respect. Don't have a lot of consciousness around what they put in their body. And by changing that mindset, by understanding that you are connected, that it is all connected, that sugar literally changes your brain chemistry and makes you crazy, when you can start to shift that, cut down on your sugar intake, for example, start drinking more water, start eating more fresh food, it's going to change how you feel. And how you feel, it changes. You're going to start feeling better, and then you're going to start attracting other people who also feel better. So it's all these different levels that are connected. So yeah, health is super important. Also, again, like moving your body, getting outside. So many of us can get in the habit of being very sedentary, because of our jobs, because of things. And it's like our bodies are made to move. It is not natural to sit all day long. We do it in school. Many kind of office jobs and corporate jobs, it's all about sitting, and it's not healthy. And when you move, then again, you get the blood circulating, it starts moving through your brain, you get more oxygen in your brain, you can think better, it releases the good hormones, the endorphins and all the things, and you just naturally feel better. Also, when you move your body, you move your lymphatic system. It doesn't have its own pump like our circulatory system does. And so movement is really important. And the lymphatic system is what gets the toxins out of your body. If you're not moving, then those toxins are just sitting there getting stagnant. And that's what creates dis-ease, problems in the body. You want to move. That moving is the way to move the toxins out. So anyway, there's your little health lesson for today. So I'm going to go ahead and choose from the Oracle of E. I have a little extra time. I did not have time to do this I think it was yesterday, for water signs. So we'll see what the Oracle of E has to say today. Pick up after yourself. Yeah, I feel like this is really speaking to the health card. Clean things up. Don't let things sit there and stagnate. Let me see what the book says. Okay. The blame game is over. It's time to realize that the only person who can affect you in any way is you. Within your own mind is the answer to every question and the power to accomplish anything. Take charge, be accountable, and let's do this thing. Yeah, being accountable, taking charge, allowing yourself to acknowledge the red flags and to move away from the red flags. You don't need to have those slapping you in the face anymore. Moving towards what is good for you. You know, you deep down, you know better than anybody what is actually best for you. Tap in to that part of yourself. I haven't picked that card before. That's cool. From scratch. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I feel like this is, again, moving in a new direction, starting in a new place that you're not familiar with. Making things from scratch, starting from scratch, it requires effort. You got to put in all the extra ingredients. You can't just take the box and dump it and add water and you're done. There's more thought involved. There's more of a process. But that is where your power lies, and that's where all the good things come from. The perseverance, the putting the effort in, having the endurance to continue forward, knowing that, yeah, again, you know best, and that's going to lead you to the good things. And doing something from scratch feels really good too. It's empowering, and so it also helps with that unconditional love part. Loud and clear. That message is coming through loud and clear. I am probably not the first person you've been hearing these things from. Maybe you've just been hearing it within yourself. Oh, and I forgot to read the from scratch from the book. I want to read that. Congratulations, you've got all the ingredients for every one of your dreams to come true. Everything is now within reach. What are you waiting for? It's not going to bake itself. Quit looking and start cooking. Yeah. Yeah. Through consistent effort, and baking takes a little bit of time, but then, what comes out the other end is amazing and yummy and can be very nutritious. Loud and clear. Can you hear me now? How about now? This is the time for telling it like it is. Get very clear in your intentions. Know exactly what you want to communicate, and trust that you are currently connected to the universal network. And just so you know, hang on, I have to turn the page. It's a lot bigger than, wait, what? Oh, whoops. It's a lot bigger than 10 Gs. I didn't have to turn the page. Yeah, I don't know what that means. 10 Gs, like 5G? I don't know. It's weird. Trust that you're currently connected to the universal network through your intuition, through your authentic self. That's where you're getting your messages, and that's what you can trust. Take the time. Focus on your health. Spiritual health is a good one as well. What brings you faith? Is it a walk out in nature? Is it meditating? Is it prayer? Is it, something else? Whatever helps you build that feeling of faith and trust that there is a higher power helping you. Hey, Makha Bosra, welcome. So glad you're here. So anyway, this is beautiful. You have everything you need. The power is in your hands. And this is true for anyone at any given time. We always have the ability to to make the changes we need to make if we are not happy with what's going on in our life. Sometimes there are things that maybe in the moment we can't make, we can't change. And then what's required is changing our perception. But always knowing that you can move towards what feels good, what brings you joy. Move towards where you can love yourself just a little bit more every day. Be consistent. So, okay, that is the reading for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I, as always, have just absolutely loved it. So much fun. I appreciate you for being here. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and night and tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.